Welcome to the first episode of our big lap of Australia. So if you're not aware of what that is, it's driving around the circumference of Australia, so about 30,000 kilometers. So we've literally just started the adventure of a lifetime. I'm super excited to bring you along with us. If you're new here, my name's George. My partner Rach is behind the camera.
Hello.
We're very professional. We're all mic'd up these days. If you are new here, we have just spent the last 6 months traveling around New Zealand in a camper van. It was a little bit different to this. It was in a Toyota Hiace, so we've got a bit of experience with camping. I would say we're still novice to intermediate, so we've still got a lot to learn, but we can teach you a few things if you are new to camping. Then we spent 4 months backpacking-ish around the UK and Europe. We stayed with my family for a bit. We then backpacked around Europe. It was really fun. We then came back to Australia. We had our ute, aka Mando, in storage. It was easy to get Mando out of storage, but I did leave one other thing we had to find, which was a camper to go on the back of the ute. You may have seen a lot of setup videos and what people were driving around Australia in. In today's video, we're going to cover off what we're doing it in. It's a little bit different to your typical caravan or swag. It's somewhere in the middle and we absolutely love it. So yeah, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because on this channel there will be weekly videos going out on our adventures and tips. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. In this video, we're going to cover off the ute we're driving around in. There are lots of flies here, so if I do that, I'm not waving at you, it's just the flies. We're also going to cover off the camper and a bit of an intro about ourselves. And yeah, I guess the general route we're taking, we're kind of winging it. So yeah, it's going to be good fun. So this is our ute, and we absolutely love our ute. Our ute has been named Mando, so if we refer to Mando, it is from Star Wars, but we have called our ute Mando, massive Star Wars fan. So the ute is pretty standard. We haven't done anything too crazy. There are a few really important modifications, which are actually done. We've done some, and the owner before us did some. So first of all is a bull bar. If you're unfamiliar with what a bull bar is, in Australia, there are lots of wildlife. So wombats, kangaroos. This is really like a safety thing for the vehicle, and it's pretty essential to have in Australia. Never want to have to use it, but it does protect you and the passengers inside. Anyway, enough of that safety stuff. We've also got the spotlights. We're not really going to drive in the dark. They came with the bull bar, I'm assuming, because they're ARB intensity. The only other thing we're thinking of adding on is a winch. So we have the slot down here ready for a winch. I just need, might need a hand fitting that because they weigh quite a lot. So I did fit something inside the camper, which I'm quite excited to show you. Actually, I can't even show you, it's behind the fridge, but I'll put a photo up. And yeah, everything else is pretty standard. So it's in white, obviously, and I absolutely love it. There's a few kind of chips, but overall it's in really good condition. We did upgrade the tires. It had tiny tires. Do you remember, Rach?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
it had really small tires when we first got it, and they were pretty much bald. So we knew when we bought the ute, we had to replace the tires. We went with the Wild Peaks. These AT, which means all-terrain, so you can drive on the freeway. There's no noise. Like I've heard, if you have mud tires, you can get noise because basically the grooves are bigger, or the tread's bigger. But these are really good. We haven't done any serious four-wheel driving yet, but they have worked really well so far. So we have a spare one underneath as well, and we just kept with the stock rims. I think they look all right, they're nothing special, but we want to do stuff which is going to enhance our quality of experience, not so much just looking at it. And I think rims is one of those things, and wheels, where it's more of a design thing rather than actual, the practical aspect of having a good and safe tire. These tires, so I read online, are really good in the rain as well, which is really important. Yeah, we got the 3.2 6-speed auto, so pretty good. Every time I say I got a Ranger, people always ask me if it's this one or the other Ranger, and yeah, when I say 3.2, it's sort of a thumbs up, so I don't know what that means. I mean, it's a bigger engine, so it's brilliant. It also came with tinting on the windows, which is great for Australia because it's really sunny here most of the time, not so much today. Yeah, the tint came with the ute, which is great. The inside is pretty messy at the minute. But we've also got these doors which open this way. We did just do a test trip with our dog Bob. Shout out to Bob. And Bob can sit in Bob's our dog, not just a human. She's pretty much a human though. And yeah, you can kind of put all our cameras in there. We've got this from Kings, or from 4Wheel Drive Supercenter, to put like our coffee kit in there. Because when we show you the camper, you understand that it's good to have 2 different methods of making coffee. And we love coffee. We also have a snorkel just over there. So again, we're not going to be doing any serious four-wheel driving, but if we do want to go through a creek or something, it is good to have. And that was already installed, so we're not going to take it out. So it looks pretty cool. So yeah, just a winch really on the ute. Now, one subject when it comes to utes or caravanning in general. If you follow any Facebook groups, if you don't, make sure you do. If you're planning a big lap, GVM, Gross Vehicle Mass Index, I believe it's called, GVM. So your GVM is essentially what the total weight of the car can carry. So as standard, I believe we can carry 3.2 tons. Don't quote me on that. I think that is standard. This actually came with a GVM upgrade, so we can carry in total 3.5 tons. Now it doesn't sound like a lot, that extra few hundred kilos, but you sort of have to have it if you're gonna have any kind of weight on the back. And we have a full-on camper on the back, so this came with a GVM upgrade, and they're not cheap. They're probably ranging from $4,000 to $8,000. I think I got some quotes. So they are something which is not exactly easy to do either, because you need to upgrade the suspension. I probably should have done some more research on what goes into GVM upgrade, but it's like the suspension, the brakes.
And just the overall payload.
And just the overall payload. So thanks, Rach. Sounded very professional. So it basically makes it just, yeah, a lot stronger, and to be able to handle the weight. So your ute's not doing that. And also so you can brake safely, because obviously you're gonna have a lot more weight. We see so many vehicles or caravans where they're like that in the middle, and it's just they haven't got it right, and it's crazy to see. Because some things you should take into consideration as well is, one is your insurance, and two, like think of others on the road, right? Like if we were carrying 3.5 tons and we should only be carrying 3.2, like the ute's not designed for that, so it's dangerous. And then around the back we kept pretty much everything stock standard, but you may be wondering what this is on the back. What do you reckon this is, Rach?
I think that might be a camper.
Might be a camper, or it might be a refrigerator truck.
We have had some looks.
Yeah, it could be a refrigerator, it could be just a ute canopy, but what this is a tray-on camper. So it fits on our ute really well. We do have the rainfly. I've just kept it there just for now, just because it's inside the camper. It'll be easier to show you as I open it up. But that normally lives inside the camper. We have a drop-down table here, so we'll open it all up and show you. The cool thing about our particular tray-on is it has this tapered edge. This size is the single cab version. We obviously don't have a single cab, and our tray's a little bit shorter. This allows us to have a bigger camper footprint inside and a smaller footprint on our tray. So we're very lucky to find one of these. The previous owner also fitted a solar panel on the back. This actually flips up, we'll show you soon, and that becomes like an outhouse. And then around this side, you have your gas and your water. And if you're familiar with camping, you kind of need those things. And in here is actually where the legs live. The legs are stored. So you can attach legs here, and you can actually just take it off and set it up at camp, and then you've got your ute to go driving with. Well, that's the exterior. We're gonna open up the camper and show you what's inside. It's really simple. It's literally, you start with the interior latches. So you take these off, and then you do this one. So we've also got the step, which is part of the bull bar. But yeah, then you do this one, and there's two more on either side. I'll do that, and we'll flip it, and then yeah, we'll show you what's inside. Okay, so we're gonna put the key in, open it up. It's all locked, which is nice, and that folds down. What I love about this is it has these extendable legs, so no matter the height of your ute or the height of the ground, it can adjust. So now when all the latches are done, kind of see if there's any trees, because this flips over. Look at the ground you're going to flip over to. Make sure there's no one standing around, any humans, animals, cars. And then you literally just jump in, and you should still hear me with a pair of wireless mics. So now I'm in the camper. You just literally push it up, and it folds out. Now there should be like a wow moment if you're watching this on YouTube. That's a foldable caravan, I like to refer it to. Now there's a few things we have to do now. We just gotta pull this skirt over. So you pull this skirt over and pop it on. Two poles inside. These leg poles come down, and then that's our camper set up. So we'll just do the last little bits and pieces, and then we'll give you a proper tour of the inside. One thing I forgot to mention on the outside tour was our tray, trundle tray. The Maxtrax for if we get bogged or if we're stuck anywhere. Cable for caravan parks, toolkit. We've got some flooring in there, and this just slides underneath the tray. Also keep the cable there for a grey water tank, which is very simple. It's just from Bunnings. And this is it set up. So we did put the Rainfly on as well. Actually just need to tie those points down on the Rainfly, but that just helps. We've got some rain coming about now, so it's a good time to give an indoor tour.
You can hear the thunder. It's going to be so cozy.
Yeah. What's your favourite bit about the Trown?
The massive windows inside, which we will show you, because you just get the most incredible views from really high. It's really nice.
Cool. Let me fix the Rainfly and then we can get settled. So this is the camper all set up now, which is pretty cool. Another thing I forgot to mention, one was the trundle tray, but under here is actually 4 pull-out drawers, which currently have firewood in them, which is pretty cool, just to make the best use of space. I had to do a few mods, so I painted these with rust-proof paint. So it really helps. I mean, the camper's from 2005 and the Ute's from late 2016. Needed a bit of TLC, but when we go inside, it still looks really good. So now for the interior. So you come up these stairs. As you can see inside, shut the door, put this flap on for the mosquitoes. This actually comes off, so you can walk in and out easier, but it's great for the mosquitoes. We have a massive double bed over there, which is great. Huge windows, and because I put the Rainfly on, has a bit of a ledge there, so you can keep the windows open. So you can see here we have a table with 2 bench seats, so we can sit and have dinner or do some editing, which is really, really cool. And then lots and lots of drawers and spaces for clothes underneath. So these open and you can shut those, and they're great shelves. We've got loads of shelves over here for kitchen stuff and popcorn. We have a water system over here. So that we have running water. We have lots of ample space for the kitchen, so you can literally cook really nice meals. We have a 2 gas burner stove and a massive gas bottle outside, a fridge. I also replaced both of the batteries in the camper. They were from 2009, so they were pretty old, so we went to King's and got those. It took me half a day to install them because I had to do a lot of modifications, a few trips to Bunnings, but they're in. And the battery's going down a little bit quicker than I expected, but only time will tell if they're actually any good. And yeah, hopefully those batteries work. We'll keep you posted. So that wraps up the camper tour. The rain is just about to start. Not sure if you can hear it. It's a few drops. So we've got to camp in well.
Time.
We're staying in a free camp. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's called Blackheath Glen Reserve. So I would recommend getting here early because the review said it gets really busy later on.
But you can see why it's absolutely gorgeous. Just in this little pocket of nature. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's stunning. We've got a really good spot. So yeah, we'll put a couple of shots in of the spot.
Get ready for Australia content.
Can't believe it. This is so weird. This has been 4 years in the planning. So bit of background. We both used to work in Sydney. So in the Sydney CBD. We've lived in Sydney, the Central Coast. We've been traveling and now we're about to start a big lap. So
it's time.
Yeah, it's time. We couldn't be more excited. And if that sounds like you'd enjoy watching epic adventure videos around Australia, then hit that subscribe button because there is some amazing content to come. First up is the Blue Mountains, where we are now, which is one of our favourite places in the world. We've been here a few times before.
Very close to our hearts. We absolutely love it.
Yeah, so we will see you in the next episode in the Blue Mountains.
See you then.